morning, and welcome back to another episode of another episode of Too Lazy to Get Out of Bed exercises. So let's get started. I have my timer all set up, and I've got our nice classical music playing. And I'm looking forward to hearing the toccata and fugue in D minor. So, all right. So we're going to start. We're going to do those push-ups with the planks in between. We're going to start with those because I got my timer all set up for that. All righty. And so let's get into position. And so we've got the first one, just to get into position. Watch. Okay, so let's get up on our toes and hold. Tighten everything. And I think I forgot to go down. Oh, that's right. And push up. And I think my music stopped. And hold. Hold. Tight. And get ready to push up. And push up. There we go. And hold. And my music definitely stopped. So might have to fix that after this. And get ready to push up. And push up and hold. Tighten the butt, tighten your legs, tighten your shoulders. Oh, my head should be up. Oh, my head too low. So getting ready to push up again. And push up and hold. Keep everything tight. Keep that stomach tucked in and bring it to the back. And squeeze your gluteus maximuses and go down and push up. And hold. And again, tighten. This really is kind of a workout. I'm not used to actually working out. Oh, and come up. Oh, that might have been our last push-up on our toes. I might have to drop to my knees. And, this is really getting hard for me today. Okay, and I'm going to drop to my knees. And I'm going to push up. And hold. And so now, gonna doing the half plank here. So, and get ready to go down and push up and hold. And tighten everything up. And I'm not keeping my head in good position usually. And go down and up. And no, that time I even noticed how bad I put my head down so that I don't have to push up as deep. Cheater. Oh, and going down and coming up. Oh, yeah. Okay, so that is actually 11 of the push-ups. And so we're gonna go for all 15, because that's how many I have set on the timer. Which will actually only be 14 because we rested our first one. We got into position. So, and, oh goodness, my gosh, even my shoulders just holding me in this position. My shoulders are starting to really feel it. So here we go. And, coming down and going up. And I think that's our last one. So I think after this, it'll make the you're done noise, whatever the you're done noise is. I haven't used this timer very much, as you know. Oh, okay. Let's go back and get ready. And let's do those 5, the diamond push-ups. So you're going to put your hands like this right under your chest, and these work your triceps. So here you go. And go down and come up and go down and come up and go down and come up and That's 3, I think. And that's 4. And that is 5. Oh, so we did 20 push-ups today. Let's stretch out here. I'd like to know why my music stopped. Suppose maybe it stopped because the screen went dark, but I didn't think it was supposed to do that. I'm using my my other phone. It's supposed to be transitioning. I was having a problem with my phone was sending out texts all by its little self, and I have a pay-as-you-go plan, and so it was costing me money for my phone to just send out these texts. I heard it was to do iMessage. So this hand over the top, head down below your elbows, feeling that stretch. All down the top arm. Feel it all the way down to my rib cage. Alrighty. Well, that was a lot like work, wasn't it? Other side. And remember, hand on top. Only do this if you're physically able to. Consult a doctor before you start any exercise program. And only go within your own limits and take care of your own self and your own body. I can't know what you're capable of. So make sure. And go back to the center and do that reach through. Stretching that shoulder out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Getting a little bit of a stretch there. And let's go back on the other side in a moment. This is when I really need to set the timer so I know how long I hold these stretches, because, well, I'm probably not holding them even. Just hold them until I feel it good, and then I move on. Alrighty. Now let's move on. So, got the music going again. So let's get into our cat-cow. And so let's do our cat first. Stretching it all the way up. Feel like somebody's got a string right around that rib cage and is pulling up. Just let that head hang and really concentrate on stretching the spaces in between those vertebrae. And then we're going to do the cow. Let's come down and press, 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 press. Press your chest down into the ground like that same string is pulling you, except now it's pulling you down into the earth. And again, we're still stretching the spaces in between each vertebrae, but it's the opposite direction. And it's harder for me to feel that. There must not be a muscle on that side, because what I actually feel is my back muscles contracting. I feel that more than the pull on the discs. And let's go back into cat. And really stretch, 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 stretch. Stretch, 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 stretch. And I hope you guys are doing this along with me and not just watching me do this, because I was watching one of these yesterday. It was pretty funny. So stretch, stretch, stretch. I was using my editing software, and I was going to the cow, and I was going through these at a really high speed, and boy, I look ridiculous. So I hope you're doing these and not just watching me do this. But if you are just watching me do it, that's fine too. If you just watch these for the little 30 seconds at the end where I give you good motivational and inspirational kind of life tips, that's okay too. So that'll be our last one. And then I think we'll go into downward dog from here since we're already kind of in that position. So make sure your hands are right under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. Tuck those feet under and get ready to push up into downward dog. Well, actually, let me put my timer on for downward dog, because I'd like to hold that at least for a minute. Let's see. Where's my timer for downward dog? Okay, so, it's really loud. Clicker. So, okay, get ready and start up and hold. So we're going to hold this for a whole minute. So the goal here is, as usual, to try to put your heels on the ground. So this is stretching all the way down your legs. And push your sit bones to the sky and kind of press down your back a little bit, making this nice V. Your head should be right between your elbows. And I was up on my tippy toes a little bit. Try to be conscious of that and try to relax down into your heels. And the whole idea of this is to get a stretch. And if you're up on your tippy toes, you're going to get less of a stretch. So go ahead and let the weight of your body sink into those heels. And also we do this to counteract the effects of the gravity. Okay, so now let's come down and do the modified cobra. Oh yeah. And then we're going to come on down and move our hands forward and come up and come down and move our hands forward and come up. And I think I'm going to turn the ticking off. I'm trying to enjoy my Toccata and Fugue in D minor. And move the hands a little and come up. Oh, I'm not doing my butt clenches. Woo! Gotta clench those glutes. And really, I should be doing them a lot firmer. I'm just doing them as a practice to keep my muscle memory that I can clench them independently. I haven't been clenching them as hard as I should be for benefit. So now my hands are all the way touching and in front, and this is just stretching kind of that right between my shoulder blades. So I'm going to come back down, move my hands back. Do. Love this song. Tried using some other music the other day, but I didn't. It wasn't jiving with me, and I really wanted to hear this song. Good excuse to do a workout. So you want to hear that song, you gotta do your exercises. And come down. And go back up. And we'll almost finished with this. And come down. And go up. And we'll do one more hand position. And come down. And come up. There we go. And then we'll do what supposedly is the real cobra position, which to me is a lot more work than just holding this arch. That's why I call this the modified cobra, because from what I read on YouTube, this isn't the real cobra. So let's come down and position our hands. And should we hold cobra for a minute? I don't know if I can hold cobra for a minute. Suppose we can. Let's see how long we hold cobra. Okay, so hands under your shoulders and get ready to push up. I have my toes pointed and we're pushing up. And so the timer is going. So see if we can hold cobra for a minute. So here we are. And my arms are really kind of stressing out already. Doing those extra 5 push-ups. So here we go. Holding it. Really concentrating on squeezing those shoulder blades together, lifting the chin, and opening the chest, pressing down into the bed or whatever surface you're on. And I really feel this in my triceps. I'm pressing up. I don't know if this is supposed to be a tricep exercise, but boy, that's where it gets me. And, we've got 3 seconds left. Oh, we did it. We held cobra for a whole minute. Oh, congratulate us. Let's actually sit up and stretch out our arms for a second. Okay, so I'm gonna do the butterfly while I'm doing this. So the butterfly is you put the soles of your feet together, and this is the butterfly, and so we'll actually do an arm stretch for the triceps, and so you're going to put your arm across your chest like this and do this. Now for me, it's actually a pretty rare day that this is a real stretch for me. Sometimes I really get this stretch, but like today, I really don't feel this much of a stretch. I'm not positive I do this right. And let's go to the other side. So putting that shoulder across. And then we'll do, again, for the triceps. Now this, on the other hand, is a real stretch for me today. Woo! Yeah, really stretching those triceps right now. So your hand, I'm actually touching my shoulder blade. You can't see me, what I'm doing. But I'm actually touching my shoulder blade here. And wish I had timed that, so I'll turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing with my hand. So I'm going to stay in that butterfly position just to add stretch. So got touching my shoulder blade and holding my elbow just to give it a little bit more. So my head probably should be more further forward. I don't know. And this one's not stretching as much as the other one. So either this arm is more stretchy or I'm not holding the position correctly. One of the two. Alrighty. And then this is also a good stretch. This one really gets me sometimes. This is more of a bicep stretch. And of course for those wrists. And I'll do it on the other side real quick. So, let's put our feet forward. And we don't do this stretch very often, so you're just going to sit up and have your feet flat and reach towards your ankles. And Now, I knew when I was teaching dance, one of my students, and she was a teenager, could barely go past her knees. So don't feel bad. I had a 14-year-old that this was the stretch for her. And also keeping your back straight really increases the stretch. So if I straighten my back, I can't stretch very far either. So here we go. So try and keep that back straight, and this stretches all the way down into the legs that we haven't worked out yet. But we were in position for stretching it, so let's stretch it. And then just so I can feel a little better about how far I can go down, I'm going to round my back and grab my toes. And actually this one, now I'm actually stretching out my back as much as I'm stretching out my hamstrings. Letting that head relax really adds to the stretch of my arms and my back. This is kind of a all over stretch. And one of the ways I keep my flexibility in that particular position is when I put my body lotion on, I start at the tip of my toes and go all the way up when I get out of the shower every day. So that is one of the ways I've kept my flexibility there. So let's move on and keep working out. Let's just do this and get it to just do, we're just going to do the tick, 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 ticking. And we'll do a minute on each side with the tick, tick, ticking. And we'll give ourselves 10 seconds to flip over and do the other leg. So let's try this. Okay, and get in position. We're going to do some leg lifts. So stack your hips and go up. Oh, wait, this is the 10 position. Okay, so support your head, stack your hips, and flex and on. We're just going to do a minute of these on each side because counting is a lot. So keep going and make sure your hips are staying forward. Your knees should be facing whatever parallel surface you have in front of you. You want to make sure your knees are facing forward. If you turn, it's a different muscle group. So we can do that one too. But right now we're doing outer thigh, and boy, am I feeling it. We've only got another 15 seconds to go, approximately, and I am feeling it. I haven't done these in a very long time. Woo! And I am going to turn around, and you're going to get my backside. I got 10 seconds to turn around, and I'm in position. So hips are really stacked, and do it for a minute, making sure, woo! Gosh, this is hard already. It's like I said, when I do leg exercises, for some reason the supporting leg also feels like it's getting some exercise, even though it's just laying on the bed. Doesn't seem like it should be getting exercise. So yeah, make sure your hips are staying stacked and you're not switching exercises on me here. Keep those feet flexed. And it's kind of a small movement. This is working this muscle right here a lot, and your hip flexors. Oh, I wish I could see the timer because I want it to be over. Oh, well, I guess I just won't know. Oh, there it is. Whoa! That was a lot of work. Okay, so now let's do that other exercise. So now we're going to lift here and lift straight up. And this is going to work this muscle. So this is a little bit different. of an exercise. So I'll go back into that position. So now I'm lifting up instead of out. And wow, it burns. And I changed my under leg position. I bent my under leg. So now I'm just doing like a kick up. And we've got, about 20 more seconds of this to do. So here we go. And up. And up. I used to walk so much. And then I changed my job position. And now I just sit around. I don't walk nearly as much, okay? And other side. Support your head. And get ready. And here we go. So kick up. And kick up. So anyhow, so now, because I don't walk all day, every day, running around taking all my pictures, I had to come up with a different way to keep the body healthy. So that is how the morning workout was born. So I do this first thing in the morning before I go and have my breakfast. I get up and I drink my glass of water. I've been trying a new regimen, and I'm taking a fish oil at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. I had a eye doctor actually sitting next to me on a plane, and he told me that would help me with dry eye, because I was having a hard time with my contacts. So, boy, it's making all sorts of silly noises. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so since we just did all of that, let's do some thigh stretches. So we're going to cross over, and so that leg this is kind of like a pretzel stretch. I'm going to hold it for 30 seconds, and I have the timer set for 30 seconds. So this really stretches in here, which is the opposite place of where we just worked out, actually. Oh, well, we're already into this stretch. So we'll stretch out the tops in a minute, quite literally, since we're holding this for 30 seconds. And then I gave us like 6 seconds to transition. So other leg goes down, other leg over, and hold it and sit up straight and really feel that stretch all through this muscle here. So this is kind of a hamstring, hip flexor kind of stretch. So hold it. And we still got 12 seconds left. And I really could hold this for a minute. So maybe I have been holding my stretches for an adequate amount of time, because this seems a little short. So we'll see. Okay, let's turn that sucker off. And now we're going to do a stretch that is for the tops of the legs. And we'll start the timer again. And just going into this position is a stretch for me right now. Okay, so that was 10 seconds to get into position. So I have my knees bent under me, and I'm kind of pressing up with my glutes. And boy, am I feeling this stretch all the way across my thighs, the top of my thighs. I know this. What are the names of the muscles? On the tops. And come back down for a second. Why can't I think of it? Oh, well, somebody can write in the comments what the name of this muscle is. I'll think of it in a second. Quadriceps. That's it. Quadriceps. Pretty sure. Anyhow, feel free to correct me right in the comments below. And let's just go ahead and do that stretch again. We'll hold it again for another 30 seconds. So we've got 10 seconds to get into position. So hands behind and get ready to push up with your tushy. Oh man. Oh, this is really, really, really a stretch for me today. So my quads, my quads are really tight, apparently, because this is quite the stretch. And I wasn't expecting it to be quite this much stretch. And you can also do this stretch. You can come down on your elbows, and then you don't have to press up with your butt. You can just use the awkward position of your body to cause the stretch. So there we go. And coming up. All right, so let's get in position and do our wheels. And then I think we might actually be calling it a day. So let's do that. Okay, we are in position for our wheel, aka the back bend. So remember, if you can't quite get a back bend in, no worries. I couldn't do it either a little while ago. So you can go ahead and do what apparently is called a bridge, and you put your hands together under your gluteus maximuses and press your gluteus maximuses up and try to get a straight line. And this opens up your chest and stretches out your shoulders a little bit, as well as gives you a little bit of more of a workout in that thigh area that we already worked out today. So you might actually feel this one quite a bit if you do this today. So this is the modified version. Okay, so for everybody that's gonna do the back bends with me, let's go. So hands go right under the shoulders, feet are tucked up as close to your glutes as you can. And let's get ready and go up. And I'm going to count for 20. And I'm going to count fast like I always do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And come down. And I reverse my wrists. Do some wrist circles. And there is somebody smoking in the hall. And it is horrible. It is coming in my room. And it's not very pleasant at all. Smokers, they just can't tell how much their smoke affects everybody around them. And this is a non-smoking building. I should not be smelling smoke. And it's definitely cigarette smoke, so not worried about the building burning down. It's just I really don't like the smell of smoke. It's really very, very unpleasant. So, for all you smokers out there, if I have any smokers out there, yeah, it's kind of unpleasant to the rest of us. Keep that in mind. We need to get some sort of helmet that just keeps all that smoke smell in your own self. Okay, and ready, and go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well, and the reason I know that smokers can't tell is because when I was a teenager, I was one. And I smoked for about 6 years, which in the grand scheme of smoking isn't very long. But smoking was still a life-altering event, both before and after. But let me tell you, not a day goes by that I regret quitting. I mean, it was awesome. I'm so glad I quit. Being a non-smoker is the only way to be. You get your whole life back. Everything is more enjoyable. Everything, smells better. You smell better. Oh, but that's not what we're going to talk about right now. It's just I only brought it up because I smell cigarette smoke and it's so annoying. Oh, anyhow, okay, and we're going to do our last wheel and get ready and push up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yay! We accomplished. Doing some of those wrist circles. Do them all one way, do them the other way. All right. So, we did all of our standard exercises, the ones that I've told myself to do anyhow, and I brought you along for the ride. So just remember, today is, my hair is always so funny after I do those. Today is the first day of the rest of your life, and choose what you're going to make of it. And the past is history, and tomorrow is a mystery, and all we have is right now, and it is a gift, and that's why it's called the present. Again, don't know where that quote came from, but I really like it. Of course, I'm modifying it, of course. Apologize if you don't like the music, but what can I do? It's classical music. I believe that was Handel that was just on, made several hundred years ago. And don't let things bother you so much. Goodness my. That's one way to make yourself happy, is to just let things be things and don't take it personally. If you're driving along and somebody cuts you off, they're not cutting you off. They're changing lanes and not paying as close of attention as they should. Or maybe they're being a little selfish, as we all are, and especially when we're driving. And we're just trying to get to where we're going, and trying to do it in the most expeditious way, usually, unless you really are out for just a drive. So don't take it personally. They didn't do it to you. They did it for themselves. You just happen to be an innocent bystander. And every once in a while, those innocent bystanders end up getting in a little crishy. So anyhow, but don't let it road rage you. That's a choice. Your feelings are under your own control, believe it or not. I mean, yes, you have hormones, and those are a little hard to counteract sometimes. But outside of the hormonal effects, it's an actual choice. If you get angry, it's because you're choosing to be mad about a situation. So next time you catch yourself in a huff, say, do I really want to be in a huff? And why am I choosing to be in a huff? What is actually so bad? I have a quote on the bottom of my emails that says, in 5 years, will this matter? So keep that in perspective. Will it even matter in 5 minutes? Just instead of getting angry, figure out a way to circumvent the problem. Figure out how to fix it and make it not a problem. Anyhow, okay, so those are our little words of wisdom for the day, and with my goofy, funny hair. They say laughing is a good thing, so I hope I made you laugh a little bit, and get that body moving, and keep on moving throughout the day. Remember to look away from your computer screen every 20 minutes to keep your eye strain down, and get up and take a walk, drink plenty of water, and have a great day. Signing off.